If you're planning to buy a consumer electronic product like a TV, fridge or smartphone this festive season, there could be a lot more choices to opt from. Top brands are expected to be lining up their highest spending on consumer offers, discounts and promotions to revive demand and clear inventory. Companies are also expected to pass on the declining rate in input costs to consumers to bolster demand that has been tepid for the past 12 months. This could in fact lift pressure off the operating margins, giving some leeway to companies to pass on benefits to people who would be buying these end products. Joining us at this point in time is Rajesh Tambe, who is an analyst and covers FMCG sector. Rajesh, appreciate you taking time out. I want to understand what exactly is going to drive the demand this festive season. Why exactly are electronic goods going to get cheaper, if at all?
See, one is that, in fact, the aspiration levels of the people in India are really high. Secondly, in fact, I'm looking at, the per capita income, of course, is going up. We have the largest middle class in India, which is more than the population of the US. So the quantum of the people, in fact, who are shifting from villages to the cities, of course, is at the rate of 45%. So that's a too high rate. And India is, of course, the fastest growing economy. In fact, I was listening to all this debate of the informal and the formal sector. But I suppose, one thing, in fact, which I'm very practical at is that, in fact, we are the fastest growing economy. And these are the demographic dividend, which is the highest in India. So if I'm very positive about it. So I think, the consumer good industry is going to do very well because you have a huge population. And secondly, because of, these financial companies which are giving you loans. So, the purchases which you are supposed to do it, the forward purchases, the future purchases, you're bringing it to the present purchases because of these easy loans. So I suppose, that is driving what is the demand is. Suppose if I have to buy a washing machine 2 years down the line, I'm buying it today. It's only because of these easy loan facilities.
Okay, but essentially, from the news items that we're reading, we are given to understand freight cost is down, prices of semiconductor is down. In fact, it's 1/10 that of COVID times, and prices of electronic components is also down due to a global fall in demand. And all of that could mean that your TV, your fridge, your electronic goods, the white goods could get cheaper.
Exactly, because one of the sophisticated refrigerators, in fact, which we're talking about today, which are manufactured by Samsung, which are manufactured by all these global brands. Come to think of it, today in India, you're getting a refrigerator for a price of 40,000 to 60,000 and one of the best refrigerators with all the best features. So, definitely, it's a question of demand and supply, and prices have to be cheaper. And don't forget, these companies are making good amount of profits. No company, of course, is going to sell it at a cheaper price at a loss. Every company is going to make profits. And if you're looking at the results of the Indian corporates, you're looking at the results of the public sectors for this particular fiscal, they've done fantastic for themselves. All the public sectors have made amazing profits. All the private sectors have made amazing profits.
I don't necessarily agree with all. I don't agree with that, sir. I don't agree all necessarily. All companies have made great profits. In fact, we are given to understand Samsung has posted a operation profit fall of almost 95%. So, and this is a global chip maker. The fact that there is going to be lesser demand is one of the reasons why you have electronic makers, the component makers and makers of white goods lowering the price point because there has been a fall in demand. So essentially not all of them are making profit. The idea is that they're ready to take losses in their books to make up for fallen demand.
Yeah, but that particularly, I'm not talking about the American markets or the European markets. I'm particularly talking about India.
I'm talking about Indian markets, sir. The demand in Indian market has also been very low.
Yes, but in India, majority of the companies, if you're looking at, I'm talking about an everyday.
Give me names.
If you look at the
please do give me names.
Majority of the companies.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sir, if you could give me names, please. Which are these companies?
Well, if you're talking about public sector, Hindustan Aeronautics has posted very good profits. DHL has got very good profits today. They've got very good order books. In fact, now they're shifting to super critical boilers and turbines. In fact, where these guys never had the coal orders because everybody was talking about green energy. Now, because of the gas prices going up, good amount of order books have got into the books of BHEL. Now they have very good order books. So, your thermal projects are back into action. BHL is going to perform very well. Hindustan Aeronautics is doing well. And a few of these the private sectors are also doing well. In totality, I'm talking about the results have been fantastic.
Okay. All right, so the results have been fantastic and that is likely to reflect in consumer demand going forward. Appreciate you, sir, taking time out and joining us on this bulletin. But essentially, the story that is coming out right now and is being reported in various newspapers and in media is that electronic items, electronic goods, components, and your white goods, essentially from TV to a fridge to an AC, could get a lot more cheaper, largely on the back of the fact that makers are hoping that they will be able to push out their existing inventory into the market and hence are going to make it lucrative for people to buy these items.